By the way, my kids love Junior Bake Off.
Oh, stop it!
Absolutely love it.
After years apart, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet have finally spent time with their grandfather, King Charles III. On Friday, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle brought their children to Highgrove House, the King's country residence in Gloucestershire, where King Charles and Queen Camilla welcomed the family privately. The visit followed Harry's appearance in Birmingham for events marking the one-year countdown to the Invictus Games Birmingham 2027. Instead of flying straight back to California, he made the trip to Highgrove for a reunion that had been years in the making. This wasn't just another royal visit.
Kids and Meghan must be so proud of you.
Yeah.
Do they tell you every day?
They don't tell me every day that they're proud of me, but yeah, I'm proud of them, they're proud of me. I love my family.
The first time Harry and Meghan have been in the UK together since Queen Elizabeth II's funeral in 2022, and the first time King Charles has seen Archie and Lilibet since they were toddlers. The gathering was kept deliberately low-key. No photographers were present, no public statement went beyond confirming the visit took place, and no images are expected to surface. That's likely by design. Away from cameras and headlines, it was simply a grandfather catching up with his grandchildren time together that no photo could really capture anyway. Speculation is also building that Harry, Meghan, and the children could visit Althorpe House during their stay, the Spencer family estate where Princess Diana is buried, which will close to the public for 2 days this month. Years of tension and distance haven't erased the pull of family. Perhaps Harry's own childhood, marked by loss, made him even more protective of his children and unwilling to let them go through similar experiences, which is understandable. Sometimes it's not that parents want to prevent a reunion, but rather that circumstances and lingering issues make it difficult. Hopefully, one day, grandfather and grandson can sit down together and put the past behind them. No one knows yet if this is the start of something bigger. But for one summer afternoon in the English countryside, a grandfather got to be with his grandchildren again. We believe family connections are often strongest when they happen away from the spotlight.
Disclaimer. Everything in this video, and all of my videos, are my opinions based on detailed research that I perform. That said, I would recommend doing your own research before you make up your mind. Thank you.
Prince Harry returns to Britain with a smile, despite the palace drama. Harry landed back on British soil in a navy suit, crisp white shirt, and a burgundy-striped tie, and looked, for one evening at least, like a man without a care in the world. He arrived in London on July 6th for the premiere of Shoot the People, a documentary about his friend, photographer and activist Meghan Harriman, and spent the night on the red carpet smiling, chatting, doing the thing he seems to genuinely enjoy, standing next to someone else's work instead of being the story himself. That never lasts long with Harry. His return had already been swallowed by speculation before he landed. A withdrawn invitation to stay at Buckingham Palace, conflicting accounts of why, and the usual questions about where things stand with his father. None of it showed on his face at the premiere. According to his spokesperson, he was in good form, looking forward to the week ahead and to spending time with family. The next day put that composure to the test. Harry's long legal fight with the British tabloid press reached its final chapter this week, and it didn't go his way. But he kept to his schedule anyway, arriving at Chatham House for an Invictus Games Foundation event just hours later, smiling and waving to the photographers waiting outside. He opened simply,
Good afternoon, everyone.
Then came the line that felt, to a lot of people in the room, like it was about more than sport.
The same instinct to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead looks uncertain.
Coming after years of headlines, lawsuits, public scrutiny, and family tension, the words landed with particular weight. But Harry didn't dwell on any of that. Instead, he focused on the Invictus community, the wounded, injured, and sick service personnel and veterans, whose resilience has inspired the movement he founded more than a decade ago. He has spent years championing athletes who refuse to be defined by setbacks, helping to build a global community around recovery, courage, and purpose. In many ways, the Invictus story has become intertwined with his own. He turned some of the most difficult chapters of his life into a mission dedicated to helping others, and that mission hasn't moved an inch, no matter what else has followed him into the room. Watching him stride through the crowd outside Chatham House, smiling, waving, and taking a moment to acknowledge those who had come to see him, it was hard not to notice how naturally he seemed to slip back into public life in Britain, despite everything that has happened. Harry has also spoken candidly about the personal toll of living under constant media attention. Reflecting on what it feels like to see stories written about him, he once admitted,
If there's a story and something's being written about me, I want to know what's being said, but all it does is just upset me and anger me.
It's a remarkably honest observation from someone who has spent much of his adult life as one of the most scrutinized people in the world. For years, Harry has found himself at the center of stories he never asked to be part of. Some true, many disputed, and all relentlessly dissected. Whether this trip changes anything with his family is anyone's guess. The questions surrounding Buckingham Palace, his relationship with King Charles, and the future of the royal family remain unanswered. Some believe this summer could mark the beginning of a thaw. Others see little sign that old wounds are ready to heal. What is clear is that Harry arrived in Britain carrying the same burden he has carried for years: public scrutiny, private complications, and endless speculation. Yet he still walked into the week smiling, focused on the work ahead, rather than the noise around him. As cameras flashed and headlines continued to swirl, his message remained remarkably simple: keep moving forward. We believe that's Harry's defining quality. No matter how uncertain the road becomes, he keeps moving forward anyway.
If you love following Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet's journey, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more royal family stories and updates.